Oil Stadium in downtown Indianapolis. Just a short time ago, smoke from the pyrotechnics filled the dome as the Colts made their way out of the locker room. We're set for football as the Colts get set to match up with the New York Giants. Kicker Graham Gano set to put his foot into this one. And we are underway here on EA Sports.
This will make it into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
They'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive.
Marlon Mack, his first carry of the game. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's second down.
Look, all any running back wants is a little bit of room, a little bit of space in order to maneuver. But he also understands how difficult it is for his offensive line up front. So if they give him any space, he realizes his job to make more out of it than what they give him. Picks up 3 on that carry.
Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8. An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8. And Pascal's got it. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. Give the Colts 13 yards and a first down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
9 yards, and that leaves them just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. They'll try and run for this with Mack. And he gets it down to the 48, enough for the first. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. So the drive takes him into Giants territory now, 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
At the 36-yard line.
A play fake to Mack. Now Rivers.
And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. Kyler Fackrell. Credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. This is Hines. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41.
On the tackle.
Another scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one,
a battle for it, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Xavier McKinney.
And he will be brought down, but he's got the interception on the final play of this first quarter. No score after 1 on EA Sports. Jones on 1st and 10. Gets this out to Saquon Barkley. And they'll get him down up past the 15-yard line. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
First down, Giants.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
Here's Jones on first down. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. And their inaugural sack of the game coming from an unlikely source.
You mean it wasn't a linebacker? It wasn't a defensive end?
It was somebody like you.
Oh, my goodness. Yeah, that's a surprise for the offense. That's not what they normally get when they think about pressure.
He sets to fire deep. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield. But that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
He's going to let it go again. Incomplete. He had his hands on it but couldn't pick it. But it's now fourth down. The passing game not in sync here early, and now it's fourth down. Dixon, the punter, is on as he sends it away. Taken from just outside the 30. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Colts will go on offense here, first and 10.
37-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. Now, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
The ball carrier. The tackle made by Dexter.
The Colts on third down. They've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. From the shotgun, it's Rivers. And that is incomplete.
Rivers.
2 drives won't tell the story of this game, but you absolutely have to like how this defense has played thus far. They have yet to allow this offense to get on track in this one.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. Tate on the return. 54-yard punt, 14 on the return, nets him 40. And it'll be Giant football, 1st and 10.
Yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll take you to Orlando and Jonathan Coachman. Coach will have highlights and analysis of this first half, one that's featured no touchdowns as of yet on either side.
So his job's a little bit easier for this halftime.
Need to give the coach some highlights here.
Yes, we do.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. He's going to go for a big play down, and that's caught inside the 30. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
A gain of 31.
That goes for a gain of 31. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. It's hauled in by Shepard. And down inside the 15 he goes. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts.
A gain of 12.
As the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. It is a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Kenny Moore. And they'll have the football, but deep in their own territory as he's brought down at the 5. If you're a lover of offense, this has not been the half for you thus far. Luckily for me, though, I'm sitting next to a lover of defense, and we have had plenty of that, including that interception.
Yeah, and I mean, that still makes it a great game, doesn't it? Everybody talks about if the ball's not in the end zone and points going up on the board, it's not as much fun. I love these defensive battles. Something's got to give with these turnovers. Who can convert them into points?
And all the way to the opposite 45. A big play there just before halftime. 49 yards. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. So the big play moves them all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. Working out of the gun, Rivers. He'll find Paris Campbell. That's complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. It'll be a gain of 17 and an Indianapolis first down. Now it's a bootleg with Rivers. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 26.
Intercepted by the Giants. They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the gun, Jones. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Rocky Sin. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action.
You better believe, baby. You better believe.
And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3.
Rigoberto Sanchez to kick off for you.
After a rare scoreless first half, these teams now just looking for something as the second half gets underway. Fielded in the end zone. And Ballantyne going to sit on this one. That'll be a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And we thought this game had the potential to be tight, maybe not this tight, scoreless as we start the third quarter.
And I love the way you use the word tight. I'm going to take it a little bit different direction here because it's not just tight on the scoreboard. I think both offenses have been tight in how they've played this game. No one's been loose. No one's been free. They've got to find a way to make some plays, and I don't think you do it if you're really tight and everything.
Oh, Jones has just thrown his third interception. Picked off by Malik Hooker. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9 at the 44-yard line.
2nd and 9 from the 44. From the gun, Rivers. And his throw is incomplete. T.Y. Hilton, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Now Rivers. They'll try and set up the screen to Hines. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That's good for an Indianapolis first down on a gain of 10.
The 46-yard line.
They'll run on first down with Marlon Mack. He'll get about 4 here, down to the 43-yard line.
The ball carrier.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Second and
the run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Operating from the gun. Rivers. Catch made here by Campbell. And he's taken down inside the 30.
that's good.
How about a guy proving his worth in different ways? Had the big play in the run game to play before. This time, they go right back to him in the passing game, and he comes through with yet another big play. That's why you work out so hard in the offseason, so you can stay on the field and accumulate big plays.
A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
His 2nd catch, and this one not nearly as electrifying as his first. And it'll bring up 3rd down now. A field goal would get him the lead, but that's not what they're shooting for as they come up on 3rd down. And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the first. It's a pickup of 6. 1st down, Indy.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
They run with Hines. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
3rd quarter here in Indy. This is 2nd and 10.
From the gun, Rivers. His pass caught at the 4. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A 14-yard touchdown as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Well, these two teams battled through a scoreless first half. Finally, a breakthrough here in quarter number 3.
And I just wonder how that played for both of them psychologically, because when you battle through a scoreless first half, now you know that every possession is increasingly crucial. Who can put points on the board, make the other team chase? Wonder if you get a lift and if they get deflated a little bit.
Rigoberto Sanchez to kick off for him.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss.
Taken about 7 yards deep. And Ballantyne going to sit on this one. That'll be a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally, because they've done all or nothing offensively in this game, yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown can give them the lead. They need to take advantage of it.
And they're still looking for that first touchdown here in the 3rd quarter. All they have so far, the field goal. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
At the 37-yard line.
Operating from the gun, Jones. They'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts' 45-yard line. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards. Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. He was looking for Evan Ingram, the tight end. And now it's 2nd down.
It leads to 2nd.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. To throw again, Jones. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. It's a first down on a gain of 10. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Darius Leonard, the linebacker. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Another important 4th quarter series coming up. That last INT helping to maintain their slim advantage. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line.
At the 34-yard line.
2nd and 7, operating from the 34.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll rumble for about 5, up close to the 40.
The ball carrier.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead, positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3. They run again with Hines. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call timeout. Run the football. We got control of this thing. Get him behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game.
46-yard line.
So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. 23 yards the pickup there. I guess he was saving his best for last, so to speak. Longest run of the day coming here in the 4th quarter right there.
And that type of run makes for a better night for him and his teammates, doesn't it? To be able to produce this late in the game can lead to some big smiles and satisfaction in the locker room after this one's over.
And he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19. Able to stay in bounds, and the clock keeps rolling. This defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in, and all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is first guy there, hold him up. 2nd, 3rd guy in, break in the football, get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
Now they've got 3 tight ends here on 1st and goal to add some extra mass.
On the sneak, Rivers. Try to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this football game.
Extra bulk up front for 2nd.
And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it.
Well, that was absolutely ideal for them, wasn't it? Trying to salt this game away. I think one of my kids just graduated in the amount of time they had the football. That was absolutely impressive.
Everybody wants those salt away the game drives. What makes them successful?
Well, when you're able to mix run pass, when you're able to control the football and stay ahead of the chains, I'm using every cliche I know, but that's how you get it done because you're not taking negative plays, and that way you're able to run what you want to run when you get a chance to call it.
Rigoberto Sanchez to kick off for Indiana.
Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. And Valentine going to sit on this one. That'll be a touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. What do you do here down like this in this situation? Do you maybe just pick something out of the playbook you haven't called in a while, or you call it a day?
You can do that, or you pick something that's a staple for you and shouldn't.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Rocky Sin. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Well, based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
Today's final score.
So this one winds up an Indianapolis victory, and they did it in shutout fashion. Impressive.
Would it be too bland of a statement to say they didn't have the greatest day offensively? I mean,
did enough, though. Did enough. But, yeah, you're right.
Most games, it wouldn't have been enough. So they've got to go into the locker room and applaud their defensive mates and say, guys, you really carried us today. We'll try and get you back next time. But as for today, you guys are nails out there.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. The Colts are winners as we say so long from Indianapolis. It's the NFL on EA Sports, and we are inside of the very spacious Lucas Oil Stadium in downtown Indianapolis. Just as we were ready for air, it was the Colts emerging from the locker room to great fanfare here in Indy. They're ready to go as the Colts get set to match up with the New Orleans Saints. Here's the punter, Rigoberto Sanchez, on to get us started. And this one is underway here on EA Sports. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
I sat down with my accountant. He said I got good news.
Ready? Check 53. Get it. 53 is the mark. 53. Check 53.
Kamara's got the first down and then some. And he gets it all the way down to the 3.
Ball carrier.
A huge play there right off the bat. Well, welcome to the party. First carry of the game. How about that?
And just think, as far as he's concerned, he's just getting warmed up.
First and goal from the 3.
54 mark. 54 mark. Check. 54. Right here.
They'll run it with Kamara. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
So often you hear that pep talks don't really work in the heat of the battle. But collectively, this defense has to say to each other, we've been on our heels this whole first drive. This is where we need to dig in. And they got a nice stop right there for a loss on first and goal.
Second and goal from the 6 this time. Now Breeze. That's caught. It's Thomas. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Drew Brees to Michael Thomas. And the Saints take it right down the field and score on the opening drive.
Lining up for the point after.
3 plays already in the end zone. That was quick.
We always talk about offenses understanding what they want to do before they go into a game, and they practice it. They have their script and the plays they want to open with. But defenses aren't just reactive. They have their own ideas as well. These ideas didn't get implemented very well. 3 plays and a touchdown already scored against them.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Rivers and the Colts going to come up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Now the first carry from Marlon Mack. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
He's tackled at the 30.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early, because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
Here's 2nd and a yard. They'll toss this right side to Mack. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2.
Well, I would have figured after the 9-yard run on the previous play, getting 1 more yard wouldn't have been much of a problem. But apparently it was, and now it's 3rd down.
A couple extra tight ends in the formation here as they line up 3rd and 2. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36.
That's good.
Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Rivers hands this one to Mack. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 37-yard line.
They'll try to throw here. Rivers. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up a touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, you know, I mean, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
Rivers on the money, complete. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line.
2nd and 11 at the Saints 43-yard line.
Play fake. Rivers. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Demario Davis. The blitz works to perfection as he gets in there to dump him for a loss of 8. Now that sack leaves Rivers and the Colts with a 3rd and long. Off the play fake here. Rivers looking for Campbell downfield. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, They were more than prepared for that one.
And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down. On 1st and 10, here's Breeze. And brought in by the tight end Cook. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. 7 yards there and a first down.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Breeze now on 1st down. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Breeze will try again on 2nd down. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
They decided to take a shot and right down the middle of the field, and really, they didn't give it as much time to develop, did they? They want to take that shot somewhere around the 15-yard mark.
And the defense able to recover, bat it free. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Shotgun now for Breeze. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part. It got them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction. Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. First play of the drive, going for 14 and also going for a first down. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. Throwing again. Rivers. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. It's a first down on a gain of 10. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. And he's taken down here by the Saints.
Rivers set.
These strong safeties, some people may not realize it. It's really like an extra linebacker, right?
It really is, because they're hybrids. Half linebacker, half defensive back. The linebacker in him on that play emerged.
So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. From the gun, Rivers. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender. From there, he doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
Lutz will look to add the extra point. And it's good to make it 14-0.
Makes the score Saints 14, Colts nothing. Will Lutz to kick off for New Orleans.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
First and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Colts getting the football first, and they trail here as we are back underway in quarter number 3.
And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21.
First and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Rivers going to bring the Colts up 1st and 10
at their own 21. Nyheim Hines, his first carry. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hines. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now it's Hines. And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
He almost had it. The big D lineman nearly had an interception. Instead, it falls down incomplete.
And 8 yards.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. And that will be incomplete. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you can tempt to play the field position game.
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
It's a pickup of 12. Second play in a row with a 12-yard gain.
First down, Saints.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. From the gun, it's Breeze. That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
A gain of 9.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line.
Loss of a yard on the
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though, huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. It kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Tavon Wilson.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
Following the interception here, Rivers. And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line. Cameron Jordan, credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. And the job becomes twice as difficult now after the sack is 2nd and 20. And he's going to take this across the 50 and into Saints territory.
He's across midfield to the 48-yard line. Brings up 3rd down.
3rd and long for Rivers. And that one not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out on this 3rd quarter of play. Back now in Indianapolis. It's the Colts, so they've got the football, but they've got work to do, trailing here as we begin the 4th quarter. Rivers to throw for it on 4th. And that is incomplete. The Colts unable to convert here on 4th down. And this defense is going to get the football back near midfield, right at the 48. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. A real chance for them to salt this game away after that turnover on downs, holding a 2-score lead in the 4th quarter. And he is down at the 48. A pickup of 4 that started at one 48-yard line and ended at the other.
48-yard line.
I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one, a gain of 20 and a 1st down. This is something you got to be wary of defensively. I mean, just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it. And they got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs. Look for 2nd down. If they want to take another shot and try and loosen things up, that'd be the time to do it.
Breeze on the draw, gives to Kamara. And only able to muster a couple, down to about the 27.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
From the 27, Breeze. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. That's caught. It's Sanders for the Saints touchdown. Emmanuel Sanders, 27 yards. And the Saints add on to their lead. Lutz to try to add the PAT. And it is now 21-0.
Makes the score Saints 21, Colts nothing. Will Lutz to kick off for New Orleans.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play. And they're going to face a 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Rivers. And Pascal's got it. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on 3rd down. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They'll run on first down. Hines. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Jay Williams on the tackle. 8 yards on the pickup. Brings up
from the 44. Rivers. He's going to let it fly. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. From the gun, Rivers. Taken in by the tight end, Doyle. And he's got the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 49. An effective 7-yard 3rd down conversion. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. 9th play of the drive now on 3rd and a country mile. It's complete here to T.Y. Hilton. And he'll be brought down, it looks like, right at the 40. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop him with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. They failed once in this spot earlier, but the offense will stay out to go for it on 4th down. They'll run for it with Hines. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. Now the Colts going to burn the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. He's got it to Hilton. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. That one for Indianapolis, resulting in 15 yards and a fresh set of downs.
At the 23-yard line.
Rivers now to throw on 1st down. And that one drops to the ground. Incomplete. Clock stops here just inside of 20 seconds. 19 left. Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. To throw again. Rivers. They'll find Hines out of the backfield. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. And with just inside of 10 seconds to go, they'll burn their final timeout. 9 seconds left. This defense tightening up a bit. That last catch, just 1 yard, making it 3rd and 9. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by Marcus Williams. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line.
1st and 10. At their own 28-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And they've got this one in hand. No timeouts remaining defensively, so this one should just be one kneel and then handshakes. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Xavier Rhodes with a pick. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Colts TD. This game's still fairly well in hand, but I think now you go conservative, don't you? Go into your shell and just run the football?
I think you have to, but you also have to tell your backs, make sure you're really protecting the football because you're going to run into a stacked defensive front, which is why they were throwing the football before, trying to make sure they just get their backs, really beat up in that situation. Now, good luck to them.
Well, on the one side, if you try to take away something positive from this game, they played to the final whistle, getting the touchdown there on the last play, but still, all for naught, really.
Yeah, I'd say give them points for positivity. I like that. That part is good. But I often wonder, when the game is settled and the clock is run out, do we really need to kick the extra point?
Oh, yeah. It's silly. It's silly.
It doesn't make any sense to me. I know that people have explained before, well, you got to play it all the way through. Come on, this thing was done.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. With that, we say so long from Indy. We're at the home of the Super Bowl 52 champions, Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. The scene in South Philly a few moments ago. Boy, the city of brotherly love is fired up. They're saying fly, Eagles, fly, as they get ready to match up with the Indianapolis Colts. Here's the punter, Rigoberto Sanchez, on to get us started. And off we go from Lincoln Financial Field. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
Their own 26-yard line.
On 1st and 10, here's Wentz. He's got the hook up here to Deshaun Jackson. And he's brought down after a very nice gain.
For an Eagle.
Call that a very strong gain of 24.
10 at the 50-yard line.
They will run for the first time with Miles Sanders. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
It's a 1st down on a gain of 10. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
36-yard line.
Now Wentz. And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down.
Nice methodical opening drive here. They're already into field goal range. They're in a good spot. You know that people just like to take a shot in this part of the field. But at the same time, as methodical as they've been, they might want to run the ball a little bit here, too.
And just on the outskirts of the red zone, they have options now. Either way, though, they've come out with a purpose. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
Gain of 8 brings up 2nd and 2 at the 13-yard line.
Wentz on the give to Sanders. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they've got it 1st and goal. They've taken this opening kickoff and marched it right down the field defensively. Not much resistance.
And that's the point, because my admiration is for the guys moving the ball right now. They know what they're doing. Their plan is working. But I flip it over and watch and say, okay, what are you going to do to change things up? Because if you don't, they're going to put that ball in the end zone real soon.
No gain on the play.
And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain. It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on 3rd down.
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. To throw, it's Wentz. And he will score. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Well, it was third down. Defensively, they were just hoping to make a play and get off the field, get their offense on. Instead, they did one better. Pick it off, take it into the end zone.
Well, they did what you said. They got off the field.
They're going to have to come right back on.
They're going to come right back on, but happily, right? They put the ball in the end zone. That's the way you start a game. That's the way you set the tone.
No problem there on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game.
Rigoberto Sanchez to kick off for Indianapolis.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away.
Takes this about 5 yards deep. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So the last one didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
And this one is incomplete.
They've given him some different looks here defensively in the early going. He's only hit 2 of his first 5 passes. With a big third down coming up, he's hoping he's got a play dialed up that can take advantage of whatever the defense throws at him.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. To throw is Wentz. This is caught by Jackson. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. It's a gain of 16 and an Eagle first down.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
Give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Here's Sanders. And he's going to get this pretty close to a first down at the Colts 41. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And the throw there going to be incomplete.
3rd down is a down. Both sides know they absolutely have to win. And the name of the game for the defense is pressure on the quarterback. But pressure on the quarterback with contact, that's how you end up winning it.
Too long for a field goal, too short to punt. That in-between range, and they'll go for it on 4th down. Now Wentz. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Malik Hooker, and his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line.
1st and 10.
And that's now the 2nd time he's picked off a pass here in the first half alone. Again, another great read defensively, and you just see him get in the right position to make the play and get his guys the football back.
And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. No gain there on the completion, 2nd and 10.
At the 44-yard line.
Throwing Rivers. He'll rifle this one deep right side. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick. Well, look, we're watching a quarterback here that's obviously been around for a long time. That's a throw he wishes he had back.
He certainly does, but as you well know, this is a guy that's used to taking a few chances, used to fitting it into tight windows. These are throws that he's made before. Didn't happen to get it completed in this case.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First do no.
And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line. It's a sack. Credit the sack to the Oregon Duck, DeForest Buckner.
I think most quarterbacks would love to have the goal line actually extend up into the air and turn into a wall, and they can put their back against it and know exactly where they are on the field so they don't end up in the end zone. Didn't do it on that play, but perilously close to the goal line.
On Wentz is intercepted yet again. Picked off around the 27, and they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back, and he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8. So the ball down to the 16 here for first and 10. On first down, it's Hines. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Credit the tackle to Darius Slay.
It's a gain of 5.
2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. This will be caught at about the 6. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6.
Goal at the 6.
The 6 yards on the pickup, and it leaves him with a first and goal. From the gun, Rivers toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
And he's got his man. It's Hilton for the Colts touchdown. It's a 6-yard touchdown pass. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever, there it results in a touchdown.
To kick off for Indianapolis.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive, but at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer, and make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter, you get points on the board. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Rock Ya-Sin. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. On 1st and 10, Rivers. And incomplete on the deep ball. He was looking that time to get it to Paris Campbell. And it's second down. From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Rivers. They'll try and set up the screen to Hines. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. The second down completion got him 7. Now here's 3rd and 3. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Nate Gehring. And he's given his guys a shot for late points as they will take over in range for a field goal or maybe more.
First and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. So after the INT, here's Wentz. And it's caught. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Dallas Goedert in the final seconds of the first half. And the Eagles have cut it back within a score. And it's no good. No, he misses the extra point, and our score stays right where it is.
Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
So just 8 ticks remaining here in the first half as they'll kick this one away. Short kick. One of the up mid will take it down. And they've got it up past the 35, so pretty good starting field position.
At their own 36-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
Okay, Coach. Appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. Second half ready to get underway. The Colts with a lead, and they will receive the football. Taken in the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards.
At their own
1st and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. Third quarter starts with a run by Mack. He was brought down there by Will Parks. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
He's tackled.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the first down.
2 yards.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Draw play. This is Hines. So he got free of 1 tackle, but couldn't do a whole lot else.
He's tackled.
A gain of 3, second down.
Well, from an offensive perspective, that was a tough run because he only picked up 3 yards. Well, let's flip it over to the defensive side. They now have the advantage. 3 3-yard gains. That means they're punting the ball likely on 4th down. That's what you're looking for when you're playing defense.
Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave them with a 3rd and about 5. 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Rivers. He's got his target. That's Zach Pascal. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a 1st down. They'll run on 1st down. Hines. And very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49.
Will Parks.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
So it's 3rd and 6, and this will be the 8th play of the drive. They'll run the screen with Mack. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line.
A gain of 9 yards.
9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive. On 1st down, it's Hines. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
It's a loss of 2. Brings up 2nd and 12.
On 2nd and 12, Rivers. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. picked off near the 32. And it's a big turnover there on the final play of the quarter. So it'll be a change of possession on the turnover when we get back. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line. Off play action, he'll throw to start the drive. And he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line.
They'll take over.
I'm starting to wonder, Charles, if 5 interceptions, is that the last that we've seen of him?
Well, I think that a lot of people hope that's the last they've seen of him in this game, probably including himself. If this were baseball, the manager would have been at the mound already and asked for the ball, and he'd be in there getting a shower. But in football, you might have to go stand on the sideline and watch the rest of it and see if your backup can do any better.
Still 9 remaining on 2nd down.
At the 45-yard line.
Now a carry for Mack. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. Only gets 3 yards there on the heels of the 1-yard pickup. Sets up 3rd and 6. The Colts on 3rd down. They've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Looking deep for Hilton. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Avonte Maddox. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. T.Y. Hilton once again the intended receiver. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
He's brought down.
Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Ball carrier.
Now, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
And he is going to have the 1st down, and that is going to suck the life right out of this crowd. 7 yards the pickup. 1st down, Indianapolis.
1st down.
So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And he'll get them inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. So they come up on 2nd down, and they can get another run like we just saw. Will likely put an end to this thing. Escaping the pressure right. All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up 3rd.
Well, he strung it out as far as he could, and I like the fact that he kept his eyes downfield, but he finally ran out of time and room. But I'll take that over forcing it downfield and possibly having it intercepted.
Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short.
This team doesn't mind running the ball in any situation, and I thought he was going to get the 1st down the way the play developed, but the defense closed in and stopped him just about a yard short.
He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown.
Touchdown.
An 11-yard touchdown. And the Colts are able to grow their lead. It seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point because you've got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone. And they'll watch this one fall in the end zone, and that'll be a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And last time, 1 play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good one.
And this is intercepted. And that should do it. Picked off by Malik Hooker. And what a return as he brings this one all the way back to the 25-yard.